right or wrong in regards to like how do men act towards each other. And I guarantee you, in different countries it's different. Like I don't know where this guy's from or whatever, but I mean like in some places, like a guy going to sleep, like a guy just crashing in another bed with another guy, provided the bed is big enough, isn't really a big fucking deal at all, you know. Whereas if you're like from Russia and you were to do it, the guy might like literally fucking stab you if he wakes up and finds you because of homophobia or whatever. Like to a lot of people, like it's not that big of a deal. So I mean, like, and again, I don't actually know. I don't know all the details. Like I don't know how both these guys think, but it could be that that guy thought, like, hey, like where I'm from, like whatever. Like if the guy's tired, like I just fucking go crash in his bed. It's no big deal. Like no one should care, and he wouldn't know that the other guy would be insanely uncomfortable with it. Like it really depends. Like it could be a culture thing.
What? The sharing the same bed is fucked up. Like if someone is overstaying in your room, you should fucking hit the floor. Like you give him a pillow and that's it. Like go fuck yourself.
Dog, how many tournaments where you book 4 pro gamers to a 2-bedroom room where they have to share a bed? That happens so fucking often.
But that's like planned from the get-go. Like if someone is like coming last minute,
it's
he gets the floor.
It's definitely
well,
not
yeah,
polite,
but
I mean, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said though, it just kind of
like it should be said before people
like
go
I mean,
to bed.
some people. Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's definitely a faux pas of the caster guy to just assume that the dude was okay with it. But like I mean, like I could see it being like maybe he thought, like I don't know.
I'm trying to envision the bed. Like how was he positioned in the bed that he could just? I mean, was he already sleeping on one side, or I mean, I usually sleep in the middle when I'm like by myself.
I heard it was Big Spoon. Yeah, I think he was the Big Spoon.
Oh
God. So but
Okay.
I can get confirmation of that if it's not too tabloid. I can find out.
That's okay. Right,
but anyway,
let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah. So the other thing as well is right. Not only does this guy do this self-pitying Reddit thread where he doesn't apologize. Like I do not consider this an apology. As per someone's suggestion, I wanted to clarify that I am very sorry to have had a negative effect on anyone involved. That's like the lamest apology. He keeps saying all through the thread, as well, mistakes were made. Like that politician line, mistakes were made. You made them, motherfucker. Like, it wasn't some random entity made some mistakes. You did. So mistakes were fucking made by you. He accepts no fucking responsibility for it. And perhaps most hilariously as well, like he said he declined to comment. I mean, get this. I declined to comment based on the reputation of the media outlet. Well, I'm not the fucking caster that's been in the scene for like 2-3 years, turning up to events begging for work. I'm sorry, I'm an esports journalist and a fully qualified journalist of 10 years fucking experience and beyond. I guess my reputation really sucks compared to this asshole. So, yeah, honestly, I just, this is what I mean. Like, people like that, maybe he does do a good job with casting, but at what price, Come on, let's. I'm not saying drive people out of the scene. I'm not saying let's witch hunt, but like this is this guy did some fucked up shit. Like simple as that.
All right, let's wrap
but
up.
Riot doesn't let underage people play in their league, so he's fine as long as that happens, right?
Oh, if we're talking about him actually having sex with
all right, that's
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think that rape is wrong, even if they're of age. That's wrong.
Okay,
call-ins, guys. Jeez. This combo's digress. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna do call-ins now, and subscribers, definitely use the Skype ID that I messaged you on Twitch. So check your Twitch messages, and if you have any questions, kind of go through that round, and Amin's gonna be filtering over folks to me. And first up, we got Charlie. I think it's Ajito in the stream chat. So the windows are going to get a little bit messed up, guys, so I'm going to have to fix those as we go. Charlie, you there?
Yes.
What's up,
how you
man?
doing?
What's up?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for calling in to Unfiltered. I know you wanted to call in last week, and I decided not to do them last week. So, do you have a question for us?
Are we on air right now?
Yes, we are on air.
Oh. Hello, everyone. Okay, so my question is for Goblin Ballsack.
Yes.
That's me.
I love you, Richard. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's okay. The guy had a point. I do look like one. So.
All right. So, so in your article, you mentioned that he threatened legal action against other people. I was wondering if you were one of them.
No, he didn't bother at that point because I think he realized we had pretty much substantial
legal action that you could
evidence. Take. But I mean, here's the interesting thing from a legal action standpoint. It can be true, and it can still be defamation. What you've got to argue is public interest. Was it in the public interest that this story came out? I would argue yes, obviously. I'm sure people would argue no, but that would be the argument. But yeah, we had, unequivocal evidence. I don't think Rapid was particularly, represented in necessarily too bad a way. The article was very specific not to apportion blame to anyone. It was, it pointed out it was a collective failure of everyone. Mistakes were made, right? So yeah, he didn't threaten me with legal action, but I know he did threaten a bunch of just random Reddit users and random community people with it, because they told me he did, and I got no reason to doubt it, based on the things people have said. So it seems like it's reliable to me. So, and he certainly didn't dispute that publicly. I mean, that wasn't something he said was a lie, when we put the piece out there. So I guess his lack of comment on that issue verifies it. So no, I wasn't one of them. I have been threatened with legal action in the past, but not this time.
I was just wondering why you didn't release an article when this actually happened, since all the facts are pretty much there at the time.
I think for the problem I had there was, first of all, no one was willing to go on the record. I think I didn't have a good relationship with the Reddit mods that I do now. I think it would have been deleted under the witch hunting rules, which are fucking criminal and are completely fucking up anyone being accountable in the League of Legends scene, and just in esports in general. Thank God that the fucking StarCraft 2 Reddit mods are so based, or we wouldn't have Land of Broken Promises or anything like that, because certainly you wouldn't have that in League. So yeah, I physically I couldn't do it at the time. No one was willing to go on the record. No one had sent me any evidence. I just kind of had heard that it was this caster dude who I didn't know. So I did it after the fact because, as I said, he kind of skirted and got away with it, which isn't really, I'm not trying to mete out justice through the medium of journalism. Okay, I am a little bit. But, it's not my primary concern. I just thought it was an interesting story. It felt like the time was kind of right to tell it. And now it's documented and it's officially out there. And 10 years from now, if League is still around and people want to know what happened in that particular instance, they can. They haven't got a deleted Reddit thread as the only point of reference for the story.
Okay. All right, Charlie. Thanks for the question, man.
All right, thanks, guys. Take care.
Yeah, have a nice evening, Charlie.
See you.
All right, we got Ignace next. Ignace.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Ignace?
Hey, how are you doing, guys?
Good, good. Welcome to Unfiltered. Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, sure. What do you guys think about tournaments that focus on fun? Do you think the games would benefit if there were more tournaments that use fun maps on StarCraft 2 or reverse captain's draft on Dota 2, or perhaps League of Legends ARAMS matches?
Steven, what do you think?
Can I put an idea out there? This is an idea that I've had. I'm never going to do it. This is my idea for a fun tournament. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This would be so fucking sick. I'm putting this out there because I want someone else to do it. If I'm rich in the future and I have time, I'll do it. But I'm probably not going to. Okay, check this out. You recruit 16 of the best players. They can either be of the world or any only regional, whatever you want to do. 16 of the best players, and maybe you let people know which 16 players they are, right? Maybe you tell people, this is the simplest invited, right? What you do is you get all of them on barcode accounts, and then you distribute them, all of them, and you see them all into the tournament, but you don't actually know, who's who. The casters don't know who's who, the players don't know who's who, and the viewers don't know who's who. And it's only revealed who each player is when they get eliminated from the tournament. I think that would be really fucking interesting.
It's kind of like Total Biscuit's masked tournament thing that he had.
Did he do that already? What the fuck?
No,
what
I don't think he's done it. He hasn't done it yet, but the idea was basically they'd have some kind of live tournament, right? But they would all be wearing masks.
Oh. Well, I don't know if it'd be live because there are too many ways you could tell physically. But I think doing it online where everybody else would be barcoded, I think that would be super fucking interesting. So Protoss and Zerg go up against each other. They don't know who they're playing against. Nobody in the audience does. The casters can't dick ride anybody. I think it would be really interesting to watch that. And then once somebody's eliminated, it would reveal who the person was. I mean, you could tweak it to make it more interesting.
You could mix in Diamond Link play.
That would be. I think it'd be really funny.
No, that'd be interesting, but that's not quite answering his question there. But desRow. Yeah, you have any?
What D9 did, the Trials of the Xel'Naga, with the audience deciding the fate, like the Hunger Games.
God. God.
like between the players.
Yeah.
I think that was fucking genius. And if anyone can pull it off, it's D9.
Genius, really. Okay.
Oh, I remember that. That was
dude,
a Red
it's-
Bull event.
it
That
was
was like
interesting.
3 years ago, wasn't it?
It was like
Yeah.
Noni and
Yeah.
Yeah, but the audience
Machine
decides the fate. Like it's just
Yeah.
fucking random and like
Twitch
it's like
plays
Gladiator.
Twitch
version...
plays Pokemon, StarCraft 2
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, exactly. It's sick. We need more stuff like that, but people are probably not gonna invest. So, rip
Rip.
on.
Yeah, I
How
agree.
about Richard?
I think it'd be cool to do some more fun things. I think you could even throw in some tournaments where I think one of my mods was suggesting that we ban a unit. You know, each player gets a
Sentries.
chance to ban a unit.
Well, Sentry's gonna get banned like
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Yeah.
Roach rush every game.
ban Sentry, ban Roaches, and he gets a chance to ban Roaches. Then, you know, it's that sort of thing, and it might be interesting to see.
I mean, what I will say is, like, I've got no objections to it, but I think when you start doing these gimmicky kind of tournaments, you're kind of admitting that you're on the ropes as a competitive esports title.
But it's not
Wow,
gimmicky. It's
that's
not gimmicky.
No.
That's the thing. It's I hate it when people talk about gimmicky because
That is gimmicky. That's exactly what the
create-
definition of a
but
gimmick
it's
is.
not
It
It's
is
not-
gimmicky, but a gimmick isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I know you can actually create a better product sometimes by doing that. And
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
so
can.
what if the bans are built into the game versus not built into the game? So what? It doesn't matter.
Well,
I mean,
you know, I don't know. I think if you're talking about having like a new sort of competitive mode, I don't think there's any mode that's necessarily gonna like leapfrog the other one. Fuck it, maybe it's what StarCraft needs. Maybe there doesn't need to be a mode. But I think once we get into the realm of like, oh, wouldn't this be fun? And by the way, Steven, your idea is fucking brilliant, dude. You should just set it up. Like seriously, like just get one of your sponsors to do it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's gimmicky as fuck. But what I'm saying is, you know, what I'm saying is, I don't think that necessarily matters right now because I think we all know whether we want to say it or not. You know, StarCraft 2 could use a fucking shot in the arm. It needs something. So I think that's perfectly fine in StarCraft to do these kind of tournaments now. You know, at StarCraft's peak, if you'd suggested that, I think people would have decried it as being, you know, probably again a gimmicky idea. I think now people would really warm to it. Anything that could get people watching StarCraft again is going to be a good thing. But I don't think necessarily competitive esports titles should have tournaments that are like, oh, it's a bit of fun or whatever. I think it almost like detracts a little bit, you know, from it. You know, maybe in terms of like exhibition matches or individual streamers doing stuff like that, like Sub Wars
just
or whatever.
community events, basically.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be a big tournament with a cash prize or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that just harms the overall product.
Okay, Ignace, thanks for your question.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Okay, we got Luna next. Luna. Luna. There she is.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Luna?
Hey.
Welcome to
nothing
Unfiltered. Do you have a
Hi.
question for us? I'm just talking over you
Uh,
every single time.
It's pretty awkward. It's like a first date. like what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask away, man.
All right. My question is, if Riot allows for like the continuous rule bending that they've been doing recently, like in the instance of the SK Gaming versus Gambit remake, or the instance of one guy owning multiple teams in the LCS, like Richard mentioned, will Riot be able to seriously say that they can be in charge of handling like a professional league competition, or should they let someone else run it, like in the case of most Dota 2 tournaments, such as like Star Ladder or the Dream League?
Okay, well, I guess I'll take that one. First of all, can you just tell a guy in chat who's telling me to kill myself? I'm not Jewish. Sorry to... I know that's like the bulk of the thing that you're throwing out there, but I'm not Jewish.
Sorry, I gotta ban you guys because he's not Jewish. If you would have left the Jewish out,
thanks. I know it would have been fine if you got my faith right. It would have been fine, but you know, just so you know. Okay, so yeah, I think Riot sometimes like Riot as a company, and I've said this publicly quite a lot. They definitely have some cultish elements to them, and they really like to control the narrative surrounding their product. Anyone that kind of deviates and goes off message, they're not very cooperative with, as I myself have found out. Which is a shame, because for a sport to become, truly great and truly well liked, and have lots of interesting talking points to be popular, I think you need to have people that are willing to point out, maybe interesting things. It can't just all be like powder puff pieces about what player's the best and, oh my God, this guy used to flame and look how we've turned him around and all of this nonsense. There's got to be like actual hard-hitting content around the product. They've certainly not helped themselves. They've been massively inconsistent in a lot of rules. And not just in terms of the restarts with the whole, curse don't get a restart. CLG had that Shen bug the other day where the Stand United didn't work. That was, I mean, they probably were going to lose. But at that point where that bug occurred, it was, undoubted that there's no question they were going to lose. That was ultimately what cost them the game. So they don't get remakes, but the Gambit and SK one, which was really not that game breaking. It was a tiny little bug that, I mean, they lost every lane. They got absolutely stomped and they had a rematch. So that was very strange, and it isn't consistent. And their own rules, as they admitted, weren't sufficient to cover this contingency. But it's not just the inconsistencies there. They're inconsistent in discipline issues. Like, take, for example, okay, I Will Dominate when he was at Dignitas. 1 year ban from LCS for being persistently toxic. For being what that word they like to use, because the reason cults use words like that explain complicated concepts like toxic and say them over and over again parrot fashion is it shuts down critical thinking, and that's why they do it. So anyway, that's sorry, I'm ranting. Okay, so right, there was I Will Dominate got fucked. He got made an example of because he was like one of the first high profile players really that had been such an asshole in inverted commas for doing what he did. So then Sheep, who come in as the new XDG support. Amazing player, very good. Certainly added something to the team a bit too late. He was banned permanently under the account Best Ash Africa, which I think got banned permanently for persistent toxicity and bad behavior. Nothing's been said about that. He didn't get hauled over the coals. He didn't get flogged publicly like I Will Dominate did. His story certainly didn't make the front page of PC Gamer like I Will Dominate did. And he was allowed to compete, no questions asked. I mean, I imagine they've had a word privately about him, but where's the consistency? And if you want your sport to be taken seriously and you don't want guys like me criticizing you for not being consistent, you've got to be fucking consistent. And that's all Riot need to do. I don't understand why they continually can't manage to do that.
All right, Luna, thanks for your question, man.
If that answers
right, thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you answered it.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, you too, man.
Okay, we've got Plogwitix? Or Joe. We'll just call him Joe. What's up, Joe?
Hey, yeah, Joe's fine. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, man. Welcome to Unfiltered.
Thanks. So here's my question. Do you think that, like, as a community, we in esports tend to blow drama way out of proportion? Like, Destiny's dick pics leaked a while back, and he got released from Root and everything. But, like, Kobe Bryant, like, raped a woman. Like, Ben Roethlisberger allegedly raped a woman, and they're still on their fucking teams. Like, it seems fucking crazy how pitchforky we get about things that are, like, generally victimless crimes, whereas in real sports, like, fucking what basketball player doesn't have an unregistered weapon? Like, all of them do.
Steven, you want to take this
well,
one?
Well, most basketball players are black, so it sounds to me like you're a little bit racist there, buddy. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, no.
I mean,
nothing,
so
it has nothing to
it comes.
Do with race.
Okay, there are two parts. There are two answers. There are two-part answer. Okay, first part is it all comes down to asset versus liabilities, right? If you're worth enough to somebody, then it would take a fuck ton of negative PR to ever, to ever do anything bad ever. Okay, firstly, Kobe didn't rape that one chick. You're talking about the chick that went up to his room to fuck him at night, and then like 2 days later said, "Oh, he raped me." Fuck. First of all, fuck that shit. Kobe's an innocent man. Okay. Secondly, no, I'm just kidding. But regardless, like when you talk about NBA players, that bitch was fucking stupid as shit. She should have never fucking said anything. But when you talk about like NBA players, these guys are literally worth like multiple millions of dollars to teams. Okay, so like they're not gonna get kicked off over even like even something relatively bad like rapes or murders. I don't know. There's a ton of fucked up shit that happens in sports. But the amount of money you're talking about is so much greater there that it's worth it for them to pay for the legal team to keep him out of jail and then to get him cleared and then to send him back on the team and just blah blah. In regards to is esports overly like fascinated with drama? I mean, no. everybody on the planet Earth is overly fascinated with drama. That's why how many times are there serious news stories and then you have people complaining that CNN is covering Justin Bieber or covering Lindsay Lohan winding up in jail again, or the way that she dresses her ankle bracelet up. Like, no, like everybody is always in love with drama and shit. Like, and that's not unique to
store
esports.
And just look at the magazines that you
Yeah,
look
that literally perverts like every
Jersey
fucking
Shore.
like every facet of our existence is taken over by drama and people who are obsessed with that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I think, though, I got to say, the esports version of drama, they set the bar real fucking low. I kind of agree a little bit with what the caller is saying because, you know, like, take, for example, dick pics, like, you know, it wasn't even the dick pics that really did for you. It was the reaction to the person that leaked them, which people objected to, which is even more fucking insane.
Yeah.
You know, like if you just put a logo, if you put a logo on your bell end right on the tip, it probably would have been a great marketing opportunity.
Yeah,
for
but
you,
but I mean, like that's not even a good example because that whole situation was really stupid. I was worth way more to Root than that shitty sponsor was. I'm not sure why they kicked me because of that, because of rush order fucking tees. Like, who the fuck knows who the fuck that is? Like, I have more value in this arena than they ever will. So I mean, that was kind of strange.
I wrote an article actually defending you on that. Dick pics are okay in my book.
Thanks.
So no worries.
I'm working on the second version, the second album is coming out.
Oh, Joe, you need to turn off your stream sounds.
Yeah, come on, Joe.
Yeah, sorry, I actually just did it. I had my Skype settings fucked up.
Okay, no worries. So anyway, you know, it's like people get up in arms about like what words you use, you know, like what fucking, you know, someone might walk out of a game because they don't feel like playing and we cry about it. And then like we allow people like Sapinda, who are a confederacy of financial criminals, and it's all there. You can fucking find it on Google. It's not a problem. We say it's a great thing that they're investing in esports and we don't bang our drum about it. And anyone that says anything about it, we call them an asshole. In esports, we continually go after the wrong people. You know,
it all goes back to the money. It all goes back to the money. It's always tied in with money in every part of existence. It's always tied into the money. As depressing as that is.
But let me say this, and then I'll take my question off.
Oh my
sorry.
fucking god! Hold on,
Too loud,
turn your mic down a little bit.
Too
You're
loud,
like
man.
screaming. Whatever the volume percent of what it's.
Sorry.
I think
There you
Kobe's in the room.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh my god.
Sorry, is this okay? I have it all the way down.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
That's
it's a little
okay.
better. Just don't talk too loud.
Okay, sorry. But like proportionally, don't you think someone like Idra is just as much like Idra's revenue stream to EG? He's probably not that different from Kobe proportionally. Like, even though you see it's a lot more money with NBA players, when you look at it in terms of like a proportion, I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference because esports is less money overall.
Look at how much Idra got away with. Like, Idra got away with a ton of shit. It's not until his value to EG was very low that he eventually got kicked off the team. Idra had been BMing people, leaving matches early at MLGs and big tournaments, you know, flaming. Like, he did that shit for fucking years. But because he always had a high value to EG, it was okay. They let it slide. It was only until the very end where he had no results, he wasn't streaming as much, where finally EG kicked him because it all comes down to money at the end. So yeah, I agree. It's the exact, but that's the exact same thing though. Look at the difference between Orb and, like we talked about last week, the difference between Orb and Stefano, where Orb did something kind of bad and got instantly kicked, and then Stefano does something kind of bad and there are almost no repercussions. Like, it just comes down to how much money you're worth to the team.
All right, thanks guys.
All right, thanks, Joe. All right.
What about you, desRow? Have you ever been involved in a scandal?
Yeah, the Maximus Black scandal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit, yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, drama's important. Otherwise, people like Richard wouldn't have jobs.
Exactly. I am the bottom feeder, right? Like, I just wait for you guys to fuck up, and I'm there to fucking write about it. No, actually, there is an element of truth in that. It would be remiss of me to deny it. Unfortunately, while I try and do good journalism, like, you know, standalone pieces on the side, when you're writing like columns and editorials and things like that, you have to fucking write about stuff that's topical. I mean, this is another thing that you know, what things dumb esports fans say. You're only writing about that to stay relevant.
Oh,
well, what would be the point if I was fucking irrelevant, you dumb?
Yeah, like, why I don't. You always use that as an insult, like, oh, you're just trying to, like, I fucking make money off of being popular. No fucking shit, you fucking dipshit. Like, what? Like, of course. Like, you're only typing in your chat so I can see it. Like, how do you even respond to something like that? Yeah,
I know.
But like, it's supposed to be an insult. Like, yeah, no fucking shit. I'm trying to stay relevant. Like, the whole fucking point of, like, everything I do on the internet.
Get it all the
Yeah.
time. Oh, you know, you're only writing about that because it's relevant. Like someone asked me the other day. I mean, get this right. I had someone spamming my Twitter before I came on. Let me just see where his name is. Oh yeah, there you go. I got my hopes up because they were called Peaches Dvorak, and when I saw the headline about someone called Peaches dying the other day, I thought it was this person, but it wasn't.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
Peaches
too
support
soon,
star?
right? Too soon.
Wait,
But
what?
anyway, no, and it doesn't matter. Stop talking about porn star, Stephen. That's got to stop. So, you know, it was just like the whole fucking tabloid argument and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I get so tired of it because these people don't know what they're talking about. You will not see 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 word articles in a tabloid. That completely contravenes what a tabloid is supposed to be about. Equally, the types of story I choose aren't necessarily tabloid. The most tabloidy thing I've ever done was probably breaking that Thorin had been removed from the IEM casting desk. That was real TMZ. We got it through overhearing somebody say it, and then we followed up to verify. That was TMZ shit there, right there, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that's like real journalism." Like, you know, why are you the only guys talking about it? It's not real journalism at all. That was horrible. It was bullshit. It was a terrible gossipy piece of writing. But you know, I gotta keep my website afloat. So you know, if something like that's gonna happen, it's in the public interest. You know, the two things can overlap. But you're not gonna read a 4,000 word editorial in a tabloid. So please stop saying that, and please stop using the relevant argument because it just makes you sound like a fucking retard. There's just no getting away from that. If you aim that at a journalist, then you're a moron, like right there and then. So.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap the show up. This show was supposed to be light, and we've done about 2 hours now, so that's it's a full show.
Do one
which
more
is really
caller,
great.
Chris. One more caller.
One more caller.
Yeah.
One more caller.
All right, let me see if we can do one more. Okay, one more open. Okay, this is for open callers, right? There's no more sub called in, so we're gonna do one more open call in.
Wait, what about the Reddit thread, man? They all wrote their questions hoping to
Oh,
get
you want
a
to do a
chance
question or
at
do you
being
want to call
heard.
in? Question or call
Oh,
in?
people are getting really mad at you, ChanManV, for taking questions in the Reddit thread and then not answering those questions, by the way.
I didn't say to post questions today.
Oh.
I didn't say to post questions.
Looks
today,
like you
all right?
guys just got fucked.
But because I love you guys so much, I will ask something from there. Okay, let me.
Yay.
No, don't do it. Actually, no, don't reward bad behavior.
No, do
You're
it,
right.
do
You
it,
didn't
do it.
post- You didn't post about the questions that people asked.
You gotta
anyway.
Russell Steven.
I'm a terrible
Don't do
parent.
it. ChanManV, don't do it.
Do it.
Let me see if there's anything.
There's one question I'd love to talk about.
Okay,
and I
Oh
think
God, not the E stuff. Don't
Which
do
one?
it, Richard.
Oh, he's got-
Do
What?
it,
Look
do
at
it.
these links.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Incognito
Do you wanna
works
know
so
what it
hard.
is? No. I want to talk about the whole thing about cats. Because
Oh,
I
wait.
know Steven's friends with him. I know desRow has
God.
opinions. And the whole
Lone
Root
Star
Gaming
Clash.
house.
Oh, Lone Star
Yeah, right.
Clash 3.
'Cause go down. He's called Captain Weasel. I think that question.
Wait, what happened with cats? What happened with cats?
Captain Weasel? What
just-
the fuck? Okay, Captain Weasel. Okay, here's a question that he's talking about.
That's
With the recent announcement of cats being invited to Lone Star Clash 3, he talked a lot of flack in the thread over, or he caught a lot of flack in the thread over the Root House donation drive, which was roughly a year ago. Now I know why Richard wants me to read this. He caught a lot of stupid statements like cats and donations in the same place. What could go wrong? He partially attributed it to Richard's The Begging Bowl article and mostly to people making backhanded statements about the promise of content without proof of such. In the time that the Root Gaming House has been running, do you all think that they could be where they are without the initial donation? Do you believe that Katz could have done anything more than he has done when it comes to the donation promises and the like? All right.
I won't go first. I think Steven should because he's good. He's good homies.
No, I'm
with
gonna go
cats.
ahead and let Richard say.
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
gonna be mean.
I
Steve,
can. I mean, well, let's ask desRow. desRow, what do you think?
Can we not go with me first? Cats doesn't like me very much. I don't want to die.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
do
wanna
it.
get
I'm
shanked.
gonna take the
I
hard
mean, I can
stance.
talk.
Okay.
I mean, okay.
I like Cats. I think he's a cool guy. I think they probably. I think even Cats would agree. They probably under-delivered a lot on the content that they promised after the donation drive. But I mean, hopefully they continue to produce content. I mean, they're doing a lot of stuff with the team. I don't think the team could be where they're at today without the money that they've gotten. They do have a lot of players in the house playing now. Who was the two? Chad and another Root guy won the Ender's Game Blu-ray Invitational. Who?
Oh, Ender's Game. Wasn't
Yeah, it was
Hawk,
Chad. Chad won one,
Chad
and another
Masa,
person was
right? Masa.
Masa. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, Chad was in the house. I'm not sure if Masa was in the house. So I mean, like Root has had pretty good showings at like the NA only tournaments. At least those two that I can remember. I'm sure there have been more, but I'm bad at remembering that. So I mean, hopefully they continue to do well. I don't think they could be where they're at today if they didn't have the money that they received from the donation drive. But I do think they also under-delivered a little bit on maybe promised content.
All right, so let me go before Richard too, because I know what Richard's gonna say. So I guess the question is would they be where they are today without the initial donation? Well, I don't think they would be anywhere near a house. I mean, they wouldn't been able to afford a house without the initial donation. So definitely no there. Would the players be playing any better or worse? I have to say I think they're playing better just because they're together. Any group of players is going to be better at just kind of exchanging ideas and that sort of thing, just being in the same room and that sort of thing. So I think overall that's probably the case. They're definitely better players for being together. But overall, with I don't know. I think a lot of things that are promised. I'm sure Richard's about to talk about it. They did kind of overlook or just were really really late to it, or even just some of them maybe haven't even done yet. So that kind of stuff they could have done better. And honestly, the Root guys, they've always been some of the more interesting players, in our community. So, they used to have a show, when Axeltoss was kind of running this kind of podcast show with just the Root stuff. I mean, they could do stuff like that. I don't see why they couldn't do that. Cats is easy to do that kind of content with. So, it'd be nice to see some more of that kind of stuff. And then on that, I'll pass it to Richard.
Wait. Before he goes full...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, so
go ahead.
I think they could have done a lot more content. Like, they could have pulled a EG, and they really slacked on that. But performance-wise, it's just people love to neg on them, but they've been up to par in terms of performance. They just need to step it up. They said, it comes back to Richard saying, you're going to get money if your content is worth it. And the Cats replied, we're not getting a lot of views, so what's the point? And he said, we even had Whitechua, what's the point? Well, I don't think you should stop at, a few, 4 or 5 episodes of something and give up. You should be consistent, because that's what people want, consistency. You have the TSM House getting insane views, but they do it every fucking day without missing a beat. And he says, we provide content, we stream a lot, but streaming is not enough. Watching someone ladder and not talk is not enough to keep an audience and a fan base entertained. That's my opinion, and hopefully I don't get shanked.
So yeah, well, look, I mean, come on. I think if we're all being honest here, and I know it puts Steven in a bit of a quandary, because obviously he gets along with Cats, and I obviously don't for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure what it is. Well, no, I mean, I kind of nothing against the guy, but there you go. So he won't even use my name. He calls me Mr. Journalist Guy, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, I mean, look, they made a bunch of promises, and people are saying, oh, well, we can't hold them accountable because we're not quite sure what the promises were. That's because they deleted the original page off their website, by the way. If you go to the URL that was on the Reddit thread, it just 404s. There's nothing there, which I would say that's a bit odd in itself. But in terms of the initial pledge drive, there's absolutely no way they could have afforded a house unless they'd raised that money. I know how much the community wanted that house and wanted this proposed content, because when I wrote the article, The Begging Bowl, everyone was telling me I was a piece of shit for saying that, maybe we shouldn't. No. I mean, everyone said to me, it's our choice. And you're right, it's your choice. But a lot of managers and people who ran other organizations were coming to me behind the scenes. Obviously, they wouldn't do it publicly because we all want to be popular. It's only me who doesn't give a fuck, evidently. But they were coming to me saying, thank God you wrote that article, because I would be mortified if my organization bought a game house with donations or a Kickstarter or something like that. Be absolutely ashamed to call ourselves a real organization. But that being by the by, people donated, people wanted the content. At that point,
hey, they didn't just a real quick, they didn't actually delete those pages. I don't think I see them up, at least.
The main one that was on the Reddit thread, I know because I've got the original link at 404s now, so I know because remember I was going to write an article about it, and then I thought, fuck it, what's the point? It's just not worth getting this shit kicked out of you every week for pointing out that people don't adhere to promises in esports. So I mean, there's probably still some reference to it on their website. I got no doubt about that. But I'm talking about the original page, which detailed what they were going to do you know, in exchange for getting the house up and running. So,
But you know, are the people angry? I mean, I don't.
Well,
I don't feel like the community's angry over it.
Here's the thing.
I mean,
Here's the thing. The community police aren't angry about it, man, because you know what? We've had so many other things to be angry about that this is really like small potatoes, isn't it? I mean, you know, in the grand scheme of things, like, you know, if you look at all of the scams that have been going on in esports as a whole, this wouldn't even register. There's so many people out there running game on people and ripping people
Richard,
up.
just think of this as payback for just all the ad block that we have turned on.
Yeah, well, yeah,
you know?
exactly, right.
Yeah, that's just all it is, man. You know,
So,
they stream a lot, dude. So,
right, so,
you know.
here's the thing, right? They absolutely couldn't have afforded this house without this money. They did promise there would be content. A bunch of stuff went wrong. I get that. Like, I can't remember who it was. Which player got there and then just bailed out and said he couldn't be bothered anymore. And then the streamer fell through. But, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to manage these contingencies. If you say to somebody, you know, I'm going to do this, you've got, and you give me some money to do it, you can't then turn around and say, I've had problems. You can't hide behind, oh, well, it's a gift, it's a donation. I'm not contractually obliged to deliver, because morally and ethically you're obliged to deliver. And I think Root have really let down the community as a whole. And I think it probably speaks volumes about how much they are liked collectively as a brand, that they haven't had their reputation tarnished for this disgusting transgression and breach of trust. No, it is disgusting. It is disgusting. I want you to think about this, okay? Like, you know, I wake up tomorrow. I decide to leave my girlfriend. She's going to leave me one day anyway because of this whole esports thing. But, you know, like, I make the decision, right, okay? She doesn't upgrade. I make the decision. I walk out, and I think, you know what? I don't want to work at Esports Heaven anymore, and fuck ChanMan and fuck Unfiltered. I'm going to go solo. And I reach out to the community, and I say, you know what? If I can raise $100,000, pounds, euros, whatever's stronger at the time in the future, I will take that money and I will make the most hilarious, the most unreal Unfiltered. I'll even call my show Real Unfiltered, and I will make the best esports. I will make the best esports content out there, and you pay for it. And people go nuts for it because I'm popular that week. Right, so they go nuts for it, and I smash the donations. I get my 100,000, and then I say, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck esports. I got 100,000 in the bank. Let's go to fucking Jamaica. You know, smoke weed and get with some fine fucking sisters all day. You know, if I do that, I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit. I robbed you all. Like, you should hate me. I shouldn't be welcomed back with open arms, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be. There's no excuse for not delivering. Like, if you take money under false pretenses, it is tantamount to stealing. I know we've got rhetoric, and I know we've got semantics that protect you from having to accept that responsibility. Words like donation and words like gift, but you have stolen a bunch of people from a bunch of people, and it's bullshit that there haven't been any consequences for it. And I sincerely hope at some point in the future there will be.
So on the record, have they finished all of those? All those miles. I mean, just all the things that they were supposed to do. Because I think
they did.
They finished it all. They just finished it late. So
I'm sick of that being an excuse, though, dude. Like,
okay,
right? There is a tacit, there is a tacit
thing
understanding when you give money. Right? When I go to the supermarket and pay money, I leave with the shit in the trolley. I don't say I'll come back for that in a week, or I don't expect the cashier to say to me.
Before?
No, I haven't. We don't have that. So, you know, the person at the checkout doesn't say to me on the way out, "You'll get your tin of beans in 7 days." So, when you pay for something, there's a time frame attached to it. Again, it doesn't matter if you do not explicitly give a timeline. There's an implied understanding that I will get it within a set amount of time, that the donation and my enjoyment of the product is relevant. We're still waiting for stuff from Pizza GG. We're still waiting for a Q&A from Sons of Starcraft.
Was there any timetable put on any of these root things?
No.
Well,
no, there was none. So I mean,
but man, you can't.
I know what you're getting at, Richard.
That cannot be the industry excuse anymore.
Dude,
that cannot be the industry excuse
anymore. I know that, but I'm just saying you're talking about stealing, and stealing is when none of that happens. Okay, like the thing
I don't even think
they finally finished all those things. So we should.
Well, again, I disagree. I disagree. I think if I took some food from a supermarket and didn't pay for it, and then a week later, just when they ran the CCTV and the police were knocking at my door saying, "We're going to arrest you for shoplifting," and I went, "Oh, no, there's the money." I think I'd still go to fucking jail. It's a terrible analogy, but you know, hey, it's unfiltered. It's unfiltered. So let's use terrible analogies. But no, it's not the same. I know it's not equivalent, but we've got to start having a standard where people, can't just hide behind this shield of saying, hey, well, I did it in the end. It was 2 years too late. Sup. Like, fuck that, man. That is not, like, people who do that need to be fucking driven out. Like, if you cannot deliver within a set time frame, things that you promise and take money for, get the fuck out of esports and make room for people who can do it. Simple. It's just that simple. And, I think most people agree. I hope most people agree.
Yeah, I think most people do agree. And we've talked about this, and again, like, it is good. It is good that you came out with those Broken Promises articles, and it's good that we all discussed it, and these people feel pressure on having to deliver even when they hadn't delivered. So I think mission accomplished with all this stuff, and hopefully we'll see a little bit less of this, and we'll see. But one thing is for certain is I was completely wrong. I did say push your questions at the end of the Reddit thread, so I'm the asshole here. I apologize, everybody. And
how ChanManV lied to his loyal followers.
Broken promises. Unfiltered style, baby. But damn, there are a lot of questions today. But I think we are going to wrap it up. Actually, we included some of the questions in the topic.
I think we did everything. I think we're good to go.
That's right.
We're done.
Right. I think so, guys. So let's wrap it up. Let's do some shout-outs. Thank yous. desRow, shout-outs?
Shout out to ggtracker.com for supporting one of my shows, Gold Speed Ahead, where I play 100 APM, Gold Speed, one control group, basically the typical Protoss, and I explain my build.
So how's that different than normal Protoss play? One control group, 100 APM.
Yeah. ggtracker.com, upload your replays, track your progress, get better at the game. And check out my new website, desRowfighting.tv. Got a lot of guides for Protoss stuff, fun stuff as well in there. And there's my schedule every week, and it's all new and organized. And thank you, ChanManV, for having me on the show.
No problem, Richard. Shout out.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Sorry, guys, for talking way too much this week. Like, I don't know, I probably should have took some more tranquilizers or something. Shout outs to everyone out there. Shout out to all the people that spam my Twitter feed with fucking nonsense. I love the morons more than the fans. You really sustain me, so keep being fucking stupid. Oh, and there's one guy, what's his name? Let me just get this guy's name. Austin Yerdin. It frightens me that you've had a kid. Stop tweeting me, dude. Like, seriously. Go raise your kid so he doesn't turn out to be another little fucking water-headed moron like you are. Please. Please fuck off and do some.
Well, maybe the best thing you can do then is to keep tweeting you and not raise the kid then, so that he doesn't influence him, huh?
Yeah. Well, no. Here's the thing, though. I think maybe fuck knows. No, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say there. You're right, Destiny. Maybe he should stay on Twitter and just harass me like the prick he is. But anyway, so fuck it. Like, it's been a great show. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thanks to ChanManV. Your work is unparalleled in the industry right now.
Oh, thanks, Steven. Here. Any shout-outs, thank you?
To the sponsor names that, according to Richard, apparently I barely remember. I would like to give a shout-out to Ting, destiny.gg/Ting. If you want to go check out their data rates, are cool. They piggyback on Sprint's towers, so if you get good Sprint coverage, you should go ahead and get a Ting phone, because they're fucking awesome. They will pay some of your transfer rate, and I believe they support iPhones now as well. So for all of you Apple dipshits out there that will fucking eat anything that Steve Jobs shits into your hands, you can go ahead and sign up for them for that. Also, destiny.gg/shave, Dollar Shave Club, you can still buy razors. You should all be buying them by now, but not all of you are, because I look at the numbers, so keep it up, guys. A decent number of you are, but there's still a lot in the unshaven masses out there. And girls can sign up too, because you need razors probably more than guys do, right? Because you got to shave all that your legs and shit. So yeah, do that. And then also Phoenix for their keyboard and their mice and their mice pads. The mouse pad actually really sucks. I wouldn't recommend the mouse pad now. But the keyboard and the mouse are really good.
Wow.
And I think I'm really angsty about their mouse pad. The mouse pad is really good when it works, but it's textured and the texture wears off, and then I get like mad as fuck. Maybe they'll fix it. I'll message them and bummer about it. But anyway, yeah. Also, the new headset looks really cool. The Aria, I think it's called. I don't know. You can look at phoenixcollections.com. Check that shit out. I'll be doing a Phoenix product giveaway sometime soon. I think within the next day or two. I just have to tell them about it.
To subscribers only?
No, because apparently if you do that, Twitch will like show up at your house and like fucking show up like a 27-inch dildo.
Not allowed to do giveaways to subscribers anymore.
Holy fuck! Or I might do it off stream or something. Well, never mind. No, fuck. Yeah, I'll do different stuff off stream. Anyway, yeah, is that everybody? I think that's everybody.
All right. Well,
oh, Destiny.gg/Amazon. If you're gonna buy anything off Amazon, go to Destiny.gg/Amazon so I get all your money for it. Rip. There you go.
Rip. All right, I'll end things out with a shout out to all three of you guys, of course, for doing the show with me this week. Lots of fun today. And then for all you folks going to PAX East, I will be casting the Collegiate Hearthstone Open there, the semis and the finals there with Kevin Naki. So look for me and say hi and all this good stuff. And I always love chatting with you guys whenever I get a chance to make one of the events. And the VODs, parts 1, 2, and 3 should be already up on youtube.com/ChanManV, so you can check that out. Last part will be up shortly after this. And the t-shirts, be sure to buy one of the Unfiltered t-shirts if you want to support. There you go. The largest size, I think we have some extra larges. We don't have XX large. We have medium, large, and X large. I mean, depending on how well they do or how fast they go, we'll get some more sizes. But we kind of wanted just to see how they would go, and I think I'm going to put a t-shirt counter on next time because Richard has that what was it, 50? It's 50 t-shirts and Richard's off the show.
If you sell 50 t-shirts in a 1 week space, I won't appear on Unfiltered. It's as simple as that, right? So there you go.
Exactly. That's why he's been on here every single time since that promise, guys.
Yeah.
That's the reason. So
that's how we're rolling.
Yeah, that's how we're rolling. Exactly. But okay, guys, that's going to be Unfiltered for this week. So for desRow, Richard Lewis, Destiny, and ChanManV, we'll see you next time.
Keep using AdBlock.
Keep using AdBlock.
Wow, really?